What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Disney Movie News. Tonight we're discussing Nutcracker and the Four Realms, Mary Poppins Returns, and The Last Jedi. Hold on to your butts.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Welcome to Popcorn Talk, featuring movie discussion, news, and interviews. Popcorn Talk, we talk movies. And now, here's Popcorn Talk's Disney Movie News.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! New Year, new us forgetting to turn off the volume on our laptops.
That's right.
What's up, everybody?
Did you wear a Disney shirt? Oh, you didn't.
Jurassic Park, man.
blasphemy.
It's gonna be owned by Disney soon
That's
enough.
Universal.
I know it is.
They'll never give
Dude,
in.
I almost wore one, and then this one I found in my closet quicker. I tried to find my Up TARDIS shirt, but
failed.
this one I found first. So.
This is Disney Movie News.
Keaton's Closet News.
This is Disney Movie News on the Popcorn Talk. You can follow Popcorn Talk on YouTube at Popcorn Talk Network and on Twitter at the Popcorn Talk. And I am Sarah Sterling hosting tonight. I'm on
true.
Twitter at Sarah Sterling _ and on Instagram at Sarah G Sterling. What's up, guys? Good to see you.
What's up? Good to see you. Happy New Year. Haven't seen you in a whole year.
Haven't seen you in a whole
year.
Okay, we got that
First time I
joke
get
out of the
to
way.
see
It's good
you
to see
guys,
all
for
of you guys. Got a lot of new faces in the chat, so we appreciate that very much. I'm Leo Camacho. You can follow me everywhere at Mr. Leo Zombie. What's up? I'm excited. I'm glad to be back. I brought a beard with me.
Dad?
Yeah, I'm very daddy right now.
I was like stalking, because the only way I can really keep up with you guys when
the
I'm not
Soch.
with you is the Soch. And I like sent Sarah a DM. I was like, is it like no shave New Year for Leo?
Yeah,
She's
well,
like, basically.
I was doing no shave December because I was like, I'm just gonna be lazy because I have nothing. And then it turned into, hey babe, I kind of like my beard. She was like, I kind of like your beard too.
Ah, he's got that hipster vibe.
Well, I don't even realize that he has one because I watched it grow.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm like, you have a beard?
I have a beard.
He does.
I
He
do.
does.
It doesn't look
And-
that different for me from stubble.
My name's Keetin. And Happy New Year. And yeah, you guys can follow me all over the interwebs at Keetin Marchi. It's great to be back. I'm exhausted.
Yeah. You know what's weird is the holidays have a way of like separating people. Like we were hanging out nonstop, and then December came, and like everyone goes to see their family. Everybody goes on vacation. You get like you were in Barbados.
I was in Barbados, guys.
The heck, dude.
I was dancing. I was on the beach on Boxing Day. It was nuts. I was looking out for Rihanna. I did not find Rihanna.
She was
I did
not
not
at the
find
motherland.
She was there. We just, just didn't run into each other.
I'll have to write a letter. Not a ton of movie news today, huh? Disney
Well,
movies?
there is. It's just like we've been gone for so long.
Yeah, that's true.
Blah, blah. But we do have an exciting new trailer for Disney's next year Christmas movie, which is called Nutcracker and the Four Realms. Have you heard of it?
We've talked about it.
Okay, well,
That's about it.
here's the
Are we
I
gonna
don't
watch
know
the trailer?
much else.
the first real trailer.
The first real trailer? Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, let's watch it.
Oh, the suspense. Ooh.
Snow.
Are you into the Nutcracker? Anyone?
I love the Nutcracker. I was in it like a ton of times.
I felt like that you would be into it.
It's Christmas Eve.
Morgan
That's
Freeman's
my Morgan
into
Freeman
it.
impression, by the way.
Look, it's Renesmee.
Oh my God, it is Renee.
It's who?
Renesmee. Edward Cullen and Emma.
Oh.
From Twilight.
The Twihard right here.
I feel like we've seen this, though. Oh, it was just a teaser.
We saw it at D23.
Oh, that's what it was. I'm like, this is not new at all.
I was like, I have this weird feeling of deja vu. Dun, dun, dun,
Mr.
dun,
Tumnus?
dun. I know, really. It's just like literally.
That was like the tree. So Mark, after the lightning struck the tree in The Last Jedi, it opened up a path to Narnia.
Oh.
And then the Nutcracker. It's all the
Nutcracker
same.
happened.
It's all the same universe. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. You guys, when I was a kid, I would listen to the Nutcracker
there's Hold
soundtrack
Up.
all the
Hold Up.
time. Oh, and then there's also some Pirates crossover in there too.
Oh, is there? Fantasia. Great.
Elizabeth Swann.
So this is also going to be. I mean, I guess they have to do ballet because it's the Nutcracker.
Yeah.
But ballet within like ballet segments like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Time has come.
What the heck?
I hate to break it to you, but time has always been here. Cool. Shout out to anyone who likes the Nutcracker, because I don't know a whole lot about it.
Oh my god.
Who the heck is playing? I'm trying to find this out. Who the heck is playing the Rat King?
Was it a lady?
No. Remember he performed at D23? Do you remember?
Danced?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
God, someone in the chat will tell me.
Yeah.
But it's really cool because he's a very famous hip hop dancer.
Oh, that's right.
Really?
And so
Yeah,
it's
it was
like
pretty
hip hop
cool. Hold
ballet.
Yeah, hip.
That's like the new
ballet
thing,
pop.
though. Have you guys seen like the videos? I don't know what the genre is called, but it is a new genre of dance that mixes hip hop and ballet,
Yeah.
and it's amazing.
Well, it's
I
gonna
mean,
be
the
in this, so.
strength and the athleticism
saw
that's
it.
needed for it is incredible.
The dude that danced at D23 was like dripping sweat after
It
the
was
segment.
so crazy. It was so cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah. What do you think of the trailer?
I mean, I've never really been sort of drawn to the Nutcracker. This isn't really making me want to watch it anymore. I mean, I'll watch it. Obviously, I'll watch it.
Misty Copeland is in it.
Yeah. That okay.
I love
Never
this.
mind. I
Sorry.
changed my mind. It's my number one anticipated movie of the year. No, I mean it's cool. It looks beautiful. I'll watch it, but first of all, I'm not huge on like musicals to begin with. I know it's not a musical per se, but it is very like, dancey, singy style. But I'll see it. I mean, it's got Morgan Freeman. It's got an amazing cast. It looks like they're going to try some, new dance innovations.
Yeah.
The sets are beautiful. The costumes are beautiful.
I'm honestly like not a big Nutcracker fan just because I'm always like
Well, I feel like it's like always, it's like been around for a
forever.
billion years.
I'm always bored, but I think I won't be bored by this because they're doing so many new things. with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. That's why I'll see it, but it's not like it's at the top of my list.
Helen Mirren's in it.
But I know.
The trailer is very lackluster to me.
Charles Riley
it's a little-
is the rat king.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me super excited.
It does
for
have
it.
Alice vibes, yeah, definitely. I
Yeah,
definitely get that
ton
vibe.
of Alice in
I think
Wonderland
that's
vibes.
possibly why it's turning me off a little bit because I didn't enjoy the Alice movies as much as a lot of people did.
Yeah.
But I know that there's like a huge, like passionate fandom for the Nutcracker, and I know a lot of people are probably super duper excited about it. Yeah, I mean, Chad.
You guys,
Chad is like, our friend Chad Hatter.
Yeah.
He like collects like nutcrackers and stuff like that.
I
He's,
used to get a
insane.
Nutcracker every year for Christmas because I was.
So why are
in
you
the
like super
Nutcracker.
stoked?
No, I'm like really stoked.
Oh, you were in it one time?
No, I was in it like 5 times.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sit down. No.
I can't. I need a dance.
No, I love the Nutcracker, and my family used to go see it every single year, and when I wasn't in it, we'd go see it. And I love the soundtrack. I used to listen to it all the time. I don't know. I think, yeah, the trailer's slightly lackluster. I'm very excited to see all these professional dancers being put on screen.
I'm glad I got Movie Pass.
Me too. I got Movie Pass too. I got
Definitely
it
gonna
for
see it.
Christmas.
Thanks, man. Great gift.
I got it from my boyfriend's parents for Christmas.
high five.
Movie Pass.
Dude, we're living the dream. No, I'll check it out. Who in the chat is? I want to know. Like, I see some people saying like, I'm with you, Leo. If I do see it, it'll be with my little sisters. But as for me and my friends, nah.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Well, Movie Pass.
Yeah, we're in
Movie
it.
Pass.
We'll support you, Diz. We'll support you.
Well, always.
We always do.
We know you need the money.
Something we got.
Oh my God. Especially after Star Wars, which we're going to talk about at the end of the show, by the way.
Something we got a little more recently is this new image from Mary Poppins Returns.
Mary Poppins.
Oh my God! It's Lin-Manuel.
Oh my God.
He looks like Lin-Manuel.
It's Hamilton.
What are they on?
Bicycles
A bicycle with a ladder
with a little
on it.
thing on it.
It's got a ladder.
Oh, that is what it is.
Yeah, because remember he needs the ladder to
That
put out-
one woman
to
is
light
standing.
lamps.
Got the lights.
Jane Banks is standing.
Yeah, she's standing up. So is the person behind them, and he's taking off with the kids. He's stealing the kids, and he's stealing Mary Poppins.
Oh my God! How cute is that photo?
It's like a 7.
No, that is a 10 on
Nah,
cuteness
dude.
level.
I mean, I've seen some puppy stuff that's like 10.
Okay, sorry, it's
Just
9.
letting
But like,
you know.
who's that
Have you
other
seen a
kid? Who's
baby
that
bunny?
kid in the front?
That's
John and Mike.
Peter Pan.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
John and Michael. John and Michael.
Peter Pan on the left there, Michael in the front. Cool. I mean, hey, remember where were we? Oh yeah, we went to Club 33 and we saw the table that they had
Right.
that's in this movie that was
in
in
the
the
original Mary
They keep
Poppins,
like
and it's in
rotating
this
it.
one.
They keep rotating it, but now it's it's inside of Club 33. I said D23, didn't I? It's in Club 33. And we saw it, and I was like, hey, I know that table. That's the Mary Poppins table.
Someone says that that's Jane's son, but I thought there was only 2 kids.
I'm
Well,
looking
maybe
it
they have
up.
a friend.
Whoa, time out.
Whoa.
Meryl Streep is in this?
Yeah,
Oh, I did not know that, Meryl.
I think so.
Angela Lansbury is the balloon lady?
Yeah.
So this is basically Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, the sequel.
No.
No. I would. Okay, all right. Here's
Trying
my
to figure out who
question.
this little boy is.
Let's say they reboot Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. Who plays Angela Lansbury's character? Who do you get?
I want to
That's my question to the chat.
Oh, he plays Georgie Banks. Joel Dawson is his name.
Oh, good old Joel Dawson.
Look at how cute he is.
I want all black bed knobs and broomsticks.
All black bed knobs and broomsticks? I'm in.
So Oprah.
Give it to me. Oh. Okay. Can we get like Latinos in there too? Can we do that?
No, it's all black.
What? How dare you?
No, Latinos too. Yeah. The guy can be Lin-Manuel.
Again, we can only cast him. He's the staple Latino. He's the only musically talented Latino.
Yeah.
Next to Shakira, and that's a matter of taste.
I'm such a bad Disney fan. I know nothing about bed knobs and broomsticks.
I don't either. I just looked it up.
The beautiful briny sea.
Did you even know it was a movie?
I knew it was a movie, but I have no idea what it's about.
That was oddly enough the only live-action Disney movie that I watched as a
Beautiful
kid.
bride.
One of my, okay, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang just popped up too, and
We
I
love you.
loved Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Nah, dude, Herbie the Love Bugger, nothing. I'm just kidding.
No, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang
Chitty Chitty
is
Bang
so
Bang's cool.
superior than Herbie.
I mean, yes, you're right.
Like, you don't know any songs.
It was
from
on the
Herbie, but
Disney.
you
It
know
was on the
Chitty Chitty
Disney
Bang
sing along songs tape. That's why I know it.
What is it?
Beautiful briny sea.
Bang. I have no idea what that is.
Everybody knows Chitty Chitty Bang Bang because of Ace Ventura 2. Nature Calls. When he's in the
Is
car,
it
and he goes, hi, ho, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, and he said,
No, I've never seen either of those.
You've never
movies.
seen Ace Ventura? You
haven't?
Chitty Chitty
Oh my
Bang
God,
Bang?
don't come for me. This is Disney movie news.
Is it? Oh, I
But
guess
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is
not
Disney.
No, it's not.
What?
Yeah, it is.
It is? Then Sarah, I was trying to defend you
Wait,
with
no,
lies.
I don't know if it is.
It's
Okay.
where I'm looking
Dick
it
Van
up.
Dyke's in it, so definitely
It's
Disney.
definitely Disney if Dick Van Dyke is in it. He only did Disney movies.
Yeah, Ian Fleming wrote it. Ian Fleming, you know what else Ian Fleming wrote? James Bond.
All right.
Ronald Dahl?
Oh, well, I give up.
There's a really big. This is the big piece of news. Just kidding. It's not, but it was in the news a lot.
Not a ton of Disney, by the way, because of the holidays.
No. There's a lot of news.
Is there?
Here's the thing. Okay, so John I'm
Jacob
forgetting.
Jingleheimer Smith?
No, Musker and
His
Clements.
name is my name too.
Ron Clements, John Musker. I forgot whose first name was who. John Musker, Ron Clements, who are famous Disney directors. To recap, they directed Moana and Little Mermaid and Aladdin, and they won an award recently, and I think it was in an interview for this. It was in the Huffington Post that they said the possibilities are pretty open at this point for an LGBT Disney
possibilities
princess.
are
Can you
endless.
just let me get the news out? You're so annoying. The
taking too long.
possibilities are pretty open at this point for an LGBT Disney princess.
What?
Yes!
It would be driven by a director or a directorial team that really wanted to push that. And
But all she's gonna do is wink at somebody, and that's how we're gonna know.
he said, I would say we haven't really had any restrictions placed on what we've done. I'm like, this became like a really big news story, but I'm like, obviously someday there will be a gay Disney princess.
That's not obvious.
Like, yeah, like even if it's in 100 years, like it will happen.
You feel comfortable saying that because in 100 years you may not be around, but
I may not be around.
I'm not well, who knows? The singularity could happen, but
Yeah.
I'm not counting out Disney. They hold tight. When there's a huge controversy because a dude looked at another dude while they danced, and they said, "This is the gayest thing Disney's ever done."
No,
It's
but, like,
no, every villain you've
Disney
ever created
Channel's
is
getting
the
pretty
gayest
gay.
thing you've ever
No,
done.
Timon and Pumbaa is the gayest thing
Yeah.
Disney's
It
ever
gets
done.
gayer than that. I mean, have you seen Radcliffe? Come on. Anyway,
Yeah, he's pretty gay.
he's super gay.
Disney Channel's been pretty gay, openly.
Oh yeah, they're getting super gay now.
Yeah.
They got people coming out to their friends and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is so great, you guys.
So, I mean, it's obviously going to happen. It's good to know. I mean, it's somewhat disappointing. This quote is somewhat disappointing that they're like, yeah, I mean, like, there's no reason we couldn't have made one. Like, there's no restrictions placed on us. It's like, then why didn't you?
Exactly. Thank you, Sarah.
Then why haven't you?
I want a Disney princess who is saved by someone who everyone thinks is a guy at first, but then turns around and
It's chic.
it's a girl. Yeah, it's
really Zelda.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. I mean, my sexuality was
It was really
like I
that
realized it
threw
was
you off a
blurry
little bit, yeah.
with Ocarina of Time for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone in the chat is just saying, I hope it's like real and not just like a nod or a vibe.
Yeah.
And
Let me ask you
agree.
something. What do you think would be more impactful, like you know, for the overall sort of climate for movie making, specifically in Disney, if there was like a gay, like woman princess, or if there was a trans princess? I feel like they wouldn't go trans first, but
They
do you
can't
think
go trans first. It's
they can't?
too much.
It's too
Do you know
much,
what
right?
I think they're going to do first? I think they're going to have gay parents. I think that's going to be the first
That's such an
representation
easy
of it.
first step.
But
That's
you
such
know,
an
I
easy first step.
really feel like that's what they'll do. and then they'll move into the.
Yeah. I just hope that if they do that, it's not a scene where kids like, well, because my dad's, and then the person's like, dads? What do you mean? Like, I hope it's not like that. I
Yeah,
hope it's just like, it's just a thing.
Even if the princess or main character is gay, it doesn't mean they need to literally have a love
Right.
interest.
I mean, like Elsa and Merida.
Right. That's why people think they are. But it could still be overt without it being
What about
like a love
Moana?
story.
Moana could be gay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no one
she could
talks
be.
about her that way though.
Yeah.
Like they do with Merida and stuff. Because Merida's like, I don't want to get married.
And it's like, no,
I
dude.
hate toys. No,
Which is
No.
dumb.
That
But
is I don't want to get married.
I think that
Millennials, right?
people have been talking about Brooklyn Nine-Nine a lot in terms of like really, really good gay
Oh,
representation.
so good. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is so good.
Well, not only the characters that we've known on that show that are gay, like the captain, but
Like his husband.
no, but have you? Spoiler for Brooklyn Nine-Nine: a character just came out. Huh?
I didn't want you to say it, actually.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
He
though.
said it, but
I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I completely agree with what you're saying.
Do you want me to? Can I say what it is and just not say the character's name?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, a character comes out as bi recently. You don't remember this?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's handled very well because
Yeah.
like they don't talk about it as like you're just confused, like
Yeah.
like
Like, I didn't know.
it's never
Cool.
like there's no tropey weird stuff that usually is associated with a character being queer.
there's a new movie
Matter of fact, the most powerful
coming
character
out.
in the show is gay, and they never,
Yeah.
other than when you meet his husband.
There's
never brought
there's
to
a
light.
new movie coming out that there's a lot of trailers floating around for it in front of other movies like The Greatest Showman, which is wonderful. But there's a line in it where it's like what is it? It's by the same people who did The Fault in Our Stars. I wish I could remember
Green,
the name.
John Green?
Yeah, no, but I can't think of the name of the movie. But there's a line about
In The Fault in Our Stars?
no. This is the new movie coming out, and the guy who's
Looking for
narrating
Alaska?
it. No.
Paper Towns?
No.
Paper Towns
It's
is
coming
what I
out.
was
They're doing previews for it.
Turtles All the Way Down?
No.
What other John
What do you-
Green
there
books
is
are
none.
there?
It's not a book, but it's produced by the same people who did Fault in Our Stars. Anyway,
Produced?
there's
Man,
a
it's not written
wonderful
by.
there's a wonderful line where the guy who's narrating talks about how he doesn't want to come out because then it's like feels like he's gonna lose who everybody knew him as before, and then he's like, why is it only gay people who have to come out? Why can't heterosexual people have to come
Right.
out? And then they do all these like little like switched kind of dreamlike sequences of like them being like, Mom, I like guys, and like the mom being like, "Oh God!" Like like just showing how ridiculous
Yeah.
it is
No, I do-
when
I
you
do-
have to announce this thing
Yeah, but
or
I think
label yourself.
you're right, and I think we should make it even. So, Sarah, I have something I'd like to tell you.
He has a beard.
You're my beard. Just kidding. I love you.
Simon versus the Homo sapiens is what it is.
Okay.
Oh, the movie you're talking about?
That wasn't a John Green book.
Is it
How did we even end up on this?
Just talking about gay people.
Oh yeah.
No, it's called Love, Simon. That's what it's called.
The book is called Simon versus the Homo
Okay,
sapiens.
but the movie's called Love, Simon.
Anyway,
That's cool.
that sounds great.
Well, I'm glad that it's just like
we all agree that there should be an explicitly gay character in a
that's
Disney
right,
movie
'cause of Ron
as soon
Musker.
as possible.
Yeah, Ron Musker.
Ron Musker and John Clements. Now, we're all on the same page. That's how we feel about it. This is the future. Get used to it.
Get on the train because it's leaving the station whether
Progress.
you like
We
it
will
or
not go backward.
At least in California. We're just gonna slowly separate from the rest.
Anyway,
of the
what did I see recently? I think it had to do. Oh, over the holidays, I'm so proud of Disney. On Shop Disney's Instagram, they posted a photo where it's like two men and a little girl, and they all have matching Disney Christmas sweaters, and everyone blew a gasket. And I was like in the comments being like, "This is the future. Everyone get used to it. Go back to the Stone
Love
Age."
is love.
And then
but
Disney replied,
a lot of people were really
whoops, wrong
happy about
photo.
it.
Just
A lot of
kidding.
people were really happy about it, but a lot of people were like, boo, Disney. And I'm like, literally, you better not go to a Disney park then because like, literally everyone there is gay.
I hate how other people's lifestyle decisions that don't impact me at all are being made. I hate it.
I hate how a lot of people were like, listen, we just have different beliefs and it's important to respect each other's beliefs. And I'm like, no, because yours would restrict someone's lifestyle and mine would not. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Snaps for Sarah.
Yeah, no, Skylar from Disney Film Facts got in there too. His comment was so good. I forget what he wrote, but he was like something like, okay, haters, like come at me. I'm the defender of the gays. Like direct all comments to me. It was so good. Anyway, Next piece of news.
What's up? What's next?
Well, since the end of the year happened, it's we should note how much Disney dominated the box office in 2017. We got end of year numbers.
But it's impossible for them not to, since they make every movie that is made these days.
Right, but it's crazy. Until Last Jedi, I think Beauty and the Beast was the highest grossing film of the year.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
Wait. That was this year?
Yeah, it's March.
Ah, jeez.
I know. For the second year in a row, Disney has nabbed the domestic box office crown with $2.41 billion banked in 2017, thanks to its 1-2 punch, of Star Wars: The Last Jedi and Beauty and the Beast.
Star Wars, man.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Those Disney bonuses must have been good this year.
So it's like Disney made more money than Disney this year. That's crazy.
It's crazy. This isn't even the most that they had made. In 2016, Disney took in $2.85 billion.
Oh my gosh, it's incredible.
Came out that
Good
year.
Lord, what a machine.
That is incredible. It's also scary.
I mean, what else did they have? They had Beauty and the Beast this year. They had Star Wars.
They had Coco. They had Guardians of the Galaxy 2. They had Thor Ragnarok.
That's right.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Cars 3.
God, what a blockbuster year.
Yeah.
All those movies were multi-million-dollar movies to make,
and they all came up in the green.
Do you want the numbers?
Give me the numbers, Sarah.
Give me all your numbers.
Last Jedi, 517 million. Beauty and the Beast,
so far,
504 million. That's just end of year. Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's in 3 weeks. No, 2 weeks of the movie coming out. It made that much money.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's insane.
Volume 2, 389 million. Thor Ragnarok, 309 million. Pirates of the Caribbean, 172 million. Coco, 167 million. Cars 3, 152 million.
My gosh.
Goddamn.
It's so funny. Warner Brothers beat Disney to the 2 billion mark.
Harry Potter.
But then didn't win overall.
Right.
Like Disney surpassed them.
Harry Potter was the highest grossing franchise. Star Wars with The Last Jedi finally passed Harry Potter.
And you guys, I saw somebody make a comment. Yes, Harry Potter is better than Twilight. Duh.
Everything is better than Twilight.
Everything is better than
Why do they
Twilight.
always
Twilight's
compare?
just a fun little flicker of fandom that happened in my life one time.
I'm glad that it happened because it set a
phase.
standard for us to realize, well, it's better than Twilight.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you're worse than Twilight, we need to talk. You know what I mean? By the way, Camp Jacob or Camp Edward?
Jacob, all the way, Team Jacob.
Yeah, you like those hair
Yeah,
guys?
Jacob.
So I was always Team Jacob.
Jacob's like just a good dude. Edward is a creep.
Yeah, except for the fact that he wants to marry a baby. That's not weird at all.
It's imprinting, dude. Like, he can't help it. He doesn't want to marry the baby.
Guys, I can't help it. I want to marry your baby. It's kind of weird, Jacob. No, it's just werewolves. We have a thing called imprinting.
You guys can watch the most
It's like
recent
an
Twilight
18-year
movie
contract.
called 50 Shades Darker.
Yikes.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's true.
Did you know that's a fan?
I know.
So 50 Shades of Grey is a fan fiction of...
Started out as a fan
Yeah,
fiction.
of Twilight.
fan
Yeah.
fiction, yeah.
Woo! That makes those movies weird.
Oh, yeah. No, Spidey this year is not Disney. It is still Sony. It was just a creative partnership.
Yeah.
So that still goes towards Sony, which is crazy because that was a big hit too, and it had Disney characters in it, and it just serves to benefit Disney this year when we get Infinity War.
Before we talk about Star Wars, can I just ask, who in the chat saw The Greatest Showman? Did you not think it was
stop it
wonderful?
with
I
that.
just need somebody to talk to about it.
Yeah.
It was so good. The
can't help it.
soundtrack is so good.
First of all, like I said earlier, I don't like musicals, but all of the commercials for this look so cringy to me.
You guys, the movie's not great. The music
well,
is
then there you go.
But the
Okay.
movie, the music is wonderful, and you'll leave the movie feeling happy.
I'll see it because I have Movie Pass.
Yeah. Well, you
me know
don't.
how you
Nah, I still won't go see The Greatest Showman.
You won't? Come on, I want to see it.
Maybe.
I need to see it because it's going to win some Golden Globes.
Oh yeah.
It's up for so many Golden Globes.
I'll watch it. I'll go tired in case I need a nap.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
We're not paying movie pass.
This
man.
is a big deal because I'm pretty sure no one clarified. I'm pretty sure the last time we talked about the Disney Fox deal, it had not closed yet.
It had not. No.
It closed.
It closed. That
closed.
means
52.
that Anastasia.
Oh my God! Don't. I hate you so much.
We already talked about this.
No, it like officially
closed.
Oh.
They were still in negotiations on our last episode.
$52.4 billion acquisition.
B!
With a B. The Simpsons, Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, Ice Age, Rio, Anastasia, Futurama, American Dad.
X-Men.
Right.
Yes.
X-Men.
Let's
Deadpool.
not leave out literally the biggest cash cow in that entire lot.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. It's just going in order. X-Men, Deadpool, Fantastic Four, Avatar.
God, is going to
Avatar.
incorporate the Fantastic Four in the Marvel movies. That's going to be part of their new wave of.
So we're gonna cast the Fantastic Four all over for a third time. For a third time, maybe third time, or maybe we have to do 4 times the charm.
And then if it fails, it's okay. They can become other Marvel. Oh no, they can't become Marvel superheroes this time because Disney will own them now.
We own you.
Because every time there's a Human Torch, they become a Marvel character.
Nope,
So
now you're gonna be
Chris
screwed.
Evans became Captain America. He was the first Human Torch, and then Michael B. Jordan is now Killmonger in Black Panther.
Yeah, it's true.
That's the rule, but
Listen,
not
guys,
anymore.
I want to shut down all this stupid Disney princess talk.
Yeah.
None of these people are Disney princesses.
Yeah,
The
Shrek.
alien from Alien is not a Disney princess.
it is.
Anastasia is not a Disney princess.
Yes, she is.
Tina Belcher is not a Disney princess.
Until they do the live action remake of
Disney
Anastasia.
But here's the thing: is they could have always done it. They couldn't do this version with those songs, and that they could do that now. That might be the only reason that they did it. That would be cool. I'd be down for a live act. But
I'd be down for
listen,
Tina to sing her
even
want
so-
song at the beginning of a Disney movie, like, I want to touch the butts.
What?
That's
What are you? What?
Tina Belcher. She
Even
wants to touch the butts.
even if they made a live action Anastasia movie based off the cartoon, she would still not be a Disney princess until Disney said she was a Disney princess.
There are Disney princesses that aren't Disney princesses. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we all call Princess Leia a Disney princess.
No, we don't.
Disney has.
You call her that.
Yeah, we don't all call her that.
don't all call her
How
that.
dare you guys say that Anastasia should be an official Disney princess when they haven't made Meg a Disney princess? They haven't made Esmeralda a Disney
Tell 'em.
princess. They haven't made
Keep going.
Elanwi a Disney princess.
They're not princesses.
Who else? Who else?
Princess Elanwi is a princess. Also, is Mulan a princess?
Mulan.
No.
Mulan's not even tied to royalty.
She is a princess, but she's not a princess.
No, she's not a princess.
She's a
need-
Disney princess,
They
but
need-
she's
Oh,
not
she's
a
a-
princess.
she's a Disney
They
princess.
need an
Yeah,
Asian
yeah.
princess.
Disney princess is a title.
I'm just like, guys.
You know, it's not like a.
Disney
You
decided
can't sit with us,
princesses are.
Anastasia.
Is she wearing pink?
Disney decides
No.
who the princesses are. So until then, Anastasia is not a princess.
My heart. But my favorite Disney movie is still Shrek. I don't care.
Kita. She's a
Does
princess.
not-
Kita needs to be.
Vanellope von Shrek.
Kita is the only Disney princess who becomes, maybe actually not anymore.
What?
I was going to say she's the only Disney princess who becomes a queen during her movie, but Elsa does.
Elsa, yeah.
Yeah.
Elsa gets that crown,
Um,
and then she lets it go.
but this is exciting. Obviously, this is going to change things up. A lot of people are mad.
People are
because
super mad.
The monopolization. That
Yeah,
Disney is
it's
owning on the
weird.
market,
It's a
but-
little scary.
I don't care.
Oh my
I want Disney to own me. It's fine.
don't
Own
care.
everything. Own
Buy me, Disney,
They practically
Seriously,
do.
buy me for $2. It's fine.
and increase my worth.
Increase my net value.
I'll tattoo Disney.
There's a lot
already
of cool
did.
stuff that'll come out of it, and there's a lot of like iffy stuff about it as well. There's pros and cons.
What are you most excited about?
I am excited about the superheroes for sure. That's the
Yeah,
most exciting
yeah.
part.
X-Men, man. What are they
X-Men.
going to do with them?
I think
like,
it's really cool.
wouldn't it be cool if they
That's true.
actually? Because I know that we just got Marvel's. What is it? Outsider. What is it called? Runaways.
Runaways.
Is it good? By the way, I don't know.
I want to watch it. I have not watched it. It's not as good as from people who I know who watched it. It's let them down a little
Dude,
bit.
I wish they would just do that with X-Men.
I know.
Like I wish it was like a really high quality production. Well, they should do it for their own proprietary.
I've actually been watching the Runaways. I gotta say it's pretty good.
You like it?
Yeah, I haven't read the comic book at all.
I mean, I don't know anything about
Yeah,
it.
so I'm pretty like fresh faced to the whole like saga and the mythology of it all. But as of where it stands right now, it's really good.
Oh, that's cool. That's good to hear.
The other thing that I think is cool about this deal is that there's some speculation that some of the things they acquired could be used as leverage to gain the rights back to have Marvel characters at the East Coast theme parks.
Ooh.
That
Because they can't have any Marvel characters at Disney World right now. Because Universal still has the rights for their theme
anything
parks.
east of the Mississippi.
The other thing that I think is cool is that just Disney owns Avatar now, so Pandora now just
That makes sense.
officially.
It makes sense now.
Why are they doing it? You'll see.
we are.
What isn't there?
Do you think they will change Deadpool? No.
No.
Bob Iger has even said that he's like pretty much fine with it remaining rated R.
They don't.
Disney has made rated R
God.
movies before.
That's
They've
like the
owned other
craziest thing that
production
I've heard out of all
houses.
of this.
They've owned Touchstone. They've owned Miramax, like stuff like that. So it's like not unusual for them to.
My biggest concern, and I mean, minus the fact that it does feel like a monopoly, is my biggest thing is I don't want the creativity to get to like reach kind of a flat or like get hit like a flat line, because it's just all the same people kind of
But it's not.
that are churning things out. I know, but I don't
Yeah.
want it to get to that point where it's all like the higher ups
So-
really are the ones that are signing off on everything.
But they're just signing off, and then it goes into completely
I
different
know, but I
verticals.
just hope they continue to
Right.
let it.
I hope they
the
don't
creativity.
influence each other, because
Yes.
one thing that a lot of, like, a big complaint about Star Wars, which we're still going to get to, is that Star Wars became Guardians of the Galaxy in the Last Jedi. It became
I don't
too
think it
like
did.
wisecracky.
I don't either. I don't think it
agree with
became.
it.
The humor was very Guardians of the Galaxy.
But there still wasn't as much humor
Yeah.
as there is in a Marvel movie.
But it's far more than any other Star Wars has ever done.
We should talk about Star Wars now.
So I'm just saying, like, if Star Wars was able to lean that extra, put that extra sort of weight in that direction, then who knows what it could mean for other properties. I don't think that'll happen, and I think a lot of these claims are super bogus and just paranoid, and I think people just like to get online and complain about things that they don't understand.
Disney Film Facts with the clutch info, because he always knows stuff before everybody else. That's why you should follow Disney Film Facts on Twitter.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
looking at actors to cast a new Wolverine right now.
sure.
He will be the first X-Men character Disney wants to introduce into the MCU.
And that's been a discussion for a long time, even before Disney was looking to purchase him. People online and you know, it's just been a discussion. They've been asking celebrities who should be the new Wolverine. Hugh Jackman even said that he'd like to see Tom Hardy be the new Wolverine, but Hardy is now currently Venom, which belongs to Sony because Venom is Spider-Man. But I wouldn't want Hardy to be Wolverine because he's too old now. And if you're going to continue that character through a series of movies, he needs to be someone that can age and look about the same. Hardy is at that sort of point where he's starting to look a little bit too old. So who would you guys? I mean,
I want my buddy Glenn Powell to be Wolverine. I just thought about that. I'm like, he actually could do it.
too skinty.
nah, he's not.
He's not too
He's not
skinty.
scruff now. He's not scruffy.
He's not as big as
Wolverine needs to be like wide and real scruffy. He's too
I think
pretty.
he could bulk up. I don't know.
I think he could be
He's
another
not.
X-Men.
He's not scruffy looking
He could be
enough to
Beast
me.
Boy.
Beast Boy,
Beast
played
Boy.
by
Beast
Ryan
Boy.
Potter,
Beast.
aka Hiro Hamada, and so 2 Disney actors became Teen Titans. It's pretty crazy.
I do think we should talk about Star Wars.
Let's talk about
All
Star
right,
Wars.
let's talk about Star Wars.
Are we going to keep it spoiler free or not?
No.
No,
We're gonna lean into
it's
spoilers.
been long. It's been 2 weeks.
It's,
All right,
it's been a
guys.
month.
It's been a month.
Come on, we can do this.
It's been almost a month.
Almost
We're
a month.
going to do a
I should be
review.
Wolverine. I agree. Let's just end the episode.
That's why you're growing the beard. You're auditioning.
I just wanted to show you, bub.
If you haven't seen Star Wars by now, what are you doing?
Yeah, first of all, let's talk about that. You had Christmas to go see Star Wars. Star Wars. First, one sentence thought, feelings about it. Just, did you like it? Did you not like it?
I liked most of it.
Okay.
better the second time around.
I disagree. I enjoyed it, but some of it disappointed me.
Inconsistent.
I think it was a mess. I think that it was too much stuff going on.
What were your favorite parts? Let's start there.
Here's the thing.
Not the casino.
No, I hated. Well, here's the thing. I liked
whole
the casino,
sequence.
but I hated the
How did
sequence that
was
took
your
place
favorite?
there.
Yeah.
They said not the casino.
My favorite thing was probably the throne room with
Yes.
Rey and Kylo. Because in my perfect world, guys, again, this is spoiler. So in my perfect world, I want to see the movie that happens with Rey and Kylo when he's like, good, evil, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Like,
She should have
it's
been
all
like,
the same
yeah.
things. I'll join you. Let's start something new. And then they're like, I'm in charge. Me and Rey are in charge of the First Order now. So
Yeah.
just keep doing what you're doing. But because they only do the First Order only does evil things because there was an evil guy in charge telling them what to do.
No, I wanted her to be like, okay.
I actually wanted them to like go, yes, let's learn the ways of the Force together and
Right.
let's
figure this
rebuild
out.
what the Force means, and then for them to leave it all.
Gray Jedi.
Then let Hux take over the First Order, and I was real mad, and he's got full power, and like now he's on the hunt for Rilo and Ken. Rilo and Ken.
Shipping it already. We're shipping it.
That would have been amazing to me, but instead it's like the whole movie. I get that the overarching theme was failure and that you learn from your mistakes, but the problem is at the end of the movie, all the characters were in the same boat that they were in at the beginning of the movie.
Yes, preach.
There was nothing happened, and then it ended
But they're
like.
in a worse situation. They're in a worse off situation.
No, they are, but
they have
but
fewer
the rebels have
people, they
always
have,
been.
like,
This is the same story Star Wars has always been.
Okay.
You know what I'm
just
saying? Like,
Can I tell you
it's
my
not
other
new.
biggest issue of it?
it's not new.
Freaking Leia Superman in it across.
No, save Space Leia for later, because
That made me so mad.
Okay, let's do it. Let's get into
we
it.
just gonna get into it because this is the thing. thing. There were
on
no
different levels.
consequences. Like freaking Kylo's like, I'm gonna make this decision. You like see him, he's like thinking about it. He's like, I'm not gonna kill my mother like I killed my father. And then it gets shot and you see his reaction, but then she's like, I'm fine. Force pull.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the reasons I hated that. Number one, I thought it was a cheap trick to pull on an audience that knew Carrie Fisher was dead. Like, there was nobody in that audience. It was just like, everybody was like, okay, she's gonna die in this movie. How are they gonna do it? Like, how are they gonna send her off? And when they blow her up, you're like, oh, dang, okay, so that's how she dies. And then they're like, just kidding, because you thought she was dead because Carrie Fisher's dead. And it's like, why does the, like,
that was me. Yeah,
that's such a cheap trick.
It was just
It also
not,
just sucked because she didn't play a big part in the rest of the movie.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
like
it's
she had
why
no
did you
real
keep her alive?
significant
Just
meaning.
let her die then.
And then, like, and the CGI on her
You can
floating.
only hope that it means they're what?
Real quick, just didn't she film everything before she died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
Okay.
But like, it doesn't mean that they didn't know. And also, like, maybe have something else where she gets into a room where she's safe. Like, I think blowing her up and then having her wake up in the middle of outer space and then use the Force to bad CGI float back to the ship. I'm like,
Ugh, so-
what?
I'm just saying,
CGI
I
was
hope
so
that
bad.
it just means they have a better plan for 9.
Well, they better. But the thing is, okay, here's my complaint about that. Keep in mind, I enjoyed the movie, but I have a lot of problems with it. Creative decisions. I'm not looking, I have like no expectations for 9. Like, I'm not excited about it. There's nothing that I'm worried
There's
or
no
wondered about.
cliffhangers.
There's no cliffhangers.
There's nothing.
Like, everything that the first movie did, I understand that it was a rehash of A New Hope, but that's what it needed to be. And they needed to reestablish and build that excitement again for Star Wars. But at the end of it, we had all kinds of new questions, which this movie deliberately threw over its shoulder. And I don't mind some of them, but some of them, like, oh my God, all the world building, all of the questions that you had me pondering on purpose over the last 2 years are completely dismissed in a lot of cases. And that, like, bothered me because now I have nothing to look forward to for the next 2 years.
I mean, I will say this. I think
Where are they going to go? What are they going to do?
They're not going to go anywhere. But it was kind of cool to see the whole theme of it doesn't matter where you come from. You can come from nothing and be
Yeah,
something
I like
great.
that.
I do like that. Like, I was annoyed that we didn't get this big, cool reveal of who Rey was, that she actually was nothing. And she could still be somebody.
Here's the
but
thing.
He's
I
100% lying.
liked
I'm
that.
sorry.
I want, huh?
I think he's
Well,
lying.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I want her to be nobody.
I
That's
know.
what I've wanted this whole time. But like the way they did it, I'm like, is he lying? And I get it. We'll have another movie to find that out in. I get it. But like,
we don't care anymore.
but it just seems, yeah, it's like, well, now I don't really give a crap. Because even if she is somebody, what universe is she, like, and also like everybody being tied to the same families is a little bit too, it's a little too neat for me. And I like that it could be anybody. And that's why the kid with the broom and all that stuff. But they didn't leave me longing for anything. Are you guys talking about Poe in the beginning?
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
So
Why,
obviously
that
Poe,
you are Poe. Poe
know,
is you.
right? Oh my
I
God.
texted Leo right when I got out of the movie. I was like, did they consult
dude,
you
a lot
on
of
Poe?
people
Like,
were
what?
like, dude, you look more like Poe in this movie. Here's the problem. Poe, other than second to Kylo, I think he got the most character development is Poe Dameron, and the whole thing is like he's a hot shot and he's a hot head and he makes decisions irrationally and disobeys orders and now he's paying the price for it and that's what he's got to learn to be a good leader. You have to blah blah blah. The thing is, he made a dumb call at the beginning of the movie and I was like, we got to take advantage of this now to take out one ship, a dreadnought, granted, sure, but one ship. He's risking their entire fleet for one ship. And the other thing is like, yeah, that's why he had to learn and pay the ultimate price. Why did the fleet listen to him? Poe's not in command. Leia is. And if Leia's like, Poe, don't do it, then the rest of the army's like, yeah, dude,
And they can hear
actually
Leia.
we take Leia's orders, not yours.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go every
Well,
single.
your issue with Poe is not everyone else's issue. Like
What is the
person-
issue with Poe?
Well, a lot of people really like everything that happened with him, and I agree with that. But we were discussing it in the chat because there are people who feel like he was patronized the whole movie and he didn't deserve it.
Well, there was no reason for Holdo to keep the secret.
Well, except that he was demoted and he doesn't necessarily have to be privy to that information.
I get it. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
For sure. And he had to like learn his place. But I think
Overall,
like.
I like the whole thing because as a lot of people have been analyzing it this way, his whole arc was about toxic masculinity.
Right.
And him like not thinking he knows best,
Right.
not listening to anybody else and learning that like you need to, even if it's a woman in charge, like
Sure.
you got to listen to that. And
Right.
like that whole thing was really like subtle and good, I thought.
I thought that was good, but I think the way that they executed it wasn't good because it didn't make a lot of sense to me. Because like ultimately Leia's in charge, not Poe.
Right.
He can disobey her if he wants on his own, but the entire army disobeys the general because of a captain.
I am so pissed they killed off Laura Dern's character.
Yeah, that kinda sucks.
what you gave us this really interesting new female, like older character. Like, why wasn't Leia the one who was the self-sacrificing person?
Yeah, that would've been cool, too.
Yeah, that would have been so much better. And then now we have Laura Dern, who's trying to live up to Leia's legacy,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
kinda dug- I wish that's how it would've been.
so much better. Also, or Akbar
Like Leia
could have done it.
He
Yeah, a
died
lot of
off
people
screen,
wanted
just so
Akbar.
dismissed. Yeah, I wish Leia
And they
would
could
have
have
been.
said, it's a trap. They could have said that in the other ship,
I
and
would've
it
been
would have
mad.
been so great.
I would have been mad if they said that. I think
I was
Leia
on
should have
Reddit.
gone into the light speed through the dreadnought. Also, why didn't they ever think about doing that before? No, the answer to that is a bunch of different creatives making the same universe. You're never going to get all of these answers. But here's the thing. I liked that arc. I didn't like the creative. Like I said, I like the overarching ideas in the movie. I don't like the creative decisions they used to execute them. Like, I like that, Finn and Rose failed, but I hate that they did it with CGI camels that it looks like they're writing green screen. Like, that looks terrible to me. And it's like, okay, maybe Snoke was nobody and he was just sort of a red herring so that Kylo could eventually take over. But don't make me care. And the whole thing is, Rian Johnson, has stated, when they made The Force Awakens, they didn't make it with a plan for a sequel.
Why?
Because
It's so
J.J.
dumb.
Abrams is really good at telling the beginning of a story, but he can't finish them. Because anyone who
So
likes Lost
stupid.
will tell you that
Yeah,
it
it's
starts
true.
off real strong, and then I don't know, I just sort of made a really good beginning. And then Rian Johnson was like, well, in that case, I'm gonna go against every fanboy theory, and I'm gonna flip the switch, and I'm gonna create a whole new universe and wipe the slate clean. I'm like, but there's a million other ways you could have done that. Like, it starts off with a joke that doesn't quite land with Luke throwing away the lightsaber. I get that it's symbolic, and you wanted to go for a crusty old, like angry Luke Skywalker who's been on this island, and I've forsaken the Jedi and the Force. But it doesn't mean that he's forsaken who he is, and he's just becomes the worst person, and doesn't. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
It's
but he really gets back to who he was in the originals. Like, there's when he's with R2 and when he
when he's by
talking to
himself.
Yoda. No, but there's a lot of moments where he's acting like himself.
The Yoda moment
I don't
was
know, man.
gret, guys. That
liked
was such a surprise to me. Okay, have you seen the interview where the news anchor gives it away? And she's interviewing John Boyega, and she was like, "So, what do you think fans are gonna think about Yoda making an appearance?" And John Boyega's face is like, and he looks at his publicist like, "What do I do?" And then he's like, "You can't say that, man." So it's really.
Oh yeah,
funny to
the
look
real
at that
question is,
interview.
when is Keaton wearing the costume though? That's what I forgot to bring up. You lose.
I do lose.
Good day, sir.
I lose.
I told you.
because Luke is dead
I
now,
told you,
and
Luke.
he's obviously good.
We're gonna get ghosted,
You
though.
guys, I'm going on the whole 30 in the month of January, so look forward to that in
been doing that, too.
February.
Hey, do you guys like that we got early Empire Yoda, like Goofy, silly Yoda?
I loved that we got Goofy. I wanted him to bust out in the song about the seagulls.
Also, it was puppeteered.
I know. It was
yeah,
so
it was Frank Oz.
Nice.
And a lot of people were speculating that because Frank Oz was invited to the first.
It's so
red
upsetting because
carpet.
I've seen a lot of people be like, "You look terrible. You look worse than ever before." And I'm
He
like,
looks
"Dude,
exactly like he did in the
yeah."
original
I'm
trilogy.
like, "What?" People want to know what we think of porgs. I love them.
Porks are fine.
They
So
used them at the perfect amount.
I think they were the perfect amount. Also, they were necessary during filming for that
Yeah.
island because they needed to cover up the puffins.
Yeah, there was actual puffins where they were filming.
Yeah, which I thought it's cool. Like,
That's really cute.
you
I
gave
didn't
us a
know
cute
that.
little animal because obviously the fauna of Star Wars has always been a big thing. Every movie has some sort of creative creatures that we have the Sarlacc, the Rancor, the Rontos, we have the Dewbacks, all of that stuff. So this was a cool addition to that universe, and it was like, here's something for the kids, but it's not Return of the Jedi. You get the third act, it's all Ewoks. It was a cool balance.
It was cute, and I loved Chewie's
Well, I hate that Chewie got the shaft though. He got two.
he didn't
I
Didn't
know,
do anything
I
there.
know, but it was cute seeing Chewie realize that he didn't want to eat the porgs. Like
Right.
that scene. First of all,
I just wish that he was actually sad about Han and in a state of depression instead of I can't eat these birds.
yeah, they
was a
kind of
little
turned him into a
goofy.
clown a little bit.
Yeah, I
which is
didn't
kind
like
of
it.
yeah, it's a shame.
All
you're
of the
right.
original
They took out
characters,
his
C-3PO, R2, they've all been sort of brushed aside, which is fine. But I don't know, it just didn't feel like it. To me, and I know a lot of people will disagree with me. And I'm fine with it. But I feel like it was sort of a disservice to what the first movie had fans feel. And don't get me wrong, this movie was really fun, but it was fun. Not as the sequel to The Force Awakens. It was just it was a cool movie to watch. You know what I mean?
Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rank it?
Or
And
where
how do
do I?
you-
How let's put it this
In
way.
Star
Let's put
Wars
it this way.
films?
Where do I place it in my ranking of the Star Wars films?
Yeah,
Let's do that.
that's really hard for me to do because I don't really.
You don't have the
any of
attachment.
the original.
Well, that's okay. Though.
I don't
But
know the
Your
original
opinion
ones
is very
that well.
important because the movie was made for you,
Right.
not
new
for
fans.
me.
Did you enjoy it, like, overall? Like, did you
Yes,
leave
I liked it, though.
satisfied? I liked it too.
Yeah.
I liked it, and I was entertained the whole time, even though I did think it was long, and that
Yes.
some of the like
It was
subplots,
way too long.
Way too long.
some of the subplots were unnecessary, but I guess necessary in the end for like the overarching theme.
Why did they
I
kill
guess, but what-
Captain Phasma?
But theme is should be second to story,
Right, I agree.
not first.
So it's just like I did feel like it was unnecessarily long.
Yeah, and I don't. Also, one last thing, I didn't like that it was a slow chase movie. I thought that was a boring idea.
I didn't even like care. I didn't care.
I didn't
Anyway.
either.
Everybody's giving it an 8 out of 10.
No.
my
I give it like a
initial,
7.
my
7 out of
initial,
10.
my initial review of it was definitely. I gave it like 4, so I would give it an 8 out of 10 on initial viewing. But like when you dive too deep, which it isn't meant to be that, then it's a lower score. But 7.5 maybe. I put it. Empire is my number 1. Then I put A New Hope and Rogue One in my second spot. And then I put The Force Awakens and Jedi kind of like interchangeable there.
I did like Force Awakens a lot more than I liked this one.
I like Force Awakens for what it made me feel. I don't think it was a better movie because obviously it was literally just a carbon copy of A New Hope, but it really made me excited about Star Wars again, and it did introduce new characters, and it did
That you cared about.
and it did create a lore that I wanted to explore. And then this movie just said like, not really. Like you don't get to know about Snoke.
It makes
You
me
don't get to know
nervous
Rey.
about Ryan getting a whole trilogy to
Well,
himself.
maybe
it
he
makes
could-
me very nervous.
I think this was him going,
I
oh
think-
yeah,
I
you didn't
think-
like that the last movie was A New Hope? Well, this one's nothing like anything.
I
It's
think
a
if he's in
crazy
charge
movie.
of all of it, it will be
Yeah,
fine.
then it'll be fine.
It's just
Which, by the way, the guy made like, he's just some dude. He made like 3 movies.
I know.
Ever. He made Looper and then like, no, this is
Every movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Anyway.
Can we talk about? I just want to talk about Kelly Marie Tran.
Sure.
Because I love her, and even though
Oh, I
I
hated
thought
her
her
end moment,
character
though.
was almost completely unnecessary, I
Yeah.
thought she was. I just love this girl, and
She's fun.
I'm so happy she's a part of the Star Wars
But
universe.
then they ruined her with a kiss.
Why? Why did you have to make her fangirl and kiss him?
I liked the whole
Bye.
fangirl thing to begin
It was
with.
cute, but
Yeah,
not,
but I didn't like
don't
that-
fall into it.
By the way,
and,
we're
like,
in love. Wait, well, I didn't. When
No,
did that
it just came out of
happen?
nowhere because there was no romantic tension.
There was
with them
no
before that.
chemistry between
Also, by the way,
them
she's like, no, silly, love will save us. No, you literally you didn't know that Luke Skywalker was going to come save the day. Like, you just doomed the entire rebellion to save one dude, by the way. Anyway.
I love Kelly
But I love the movie. The I did like the opening sequence, even with the weird prank phone call thing. That was weird, but it was still fun with the X-wing flying around. I liked the light speed through the battleship. I liked the throne room scene. I loved the idea of Rey going to the island and trying to train with Luke, and then I liked the Force connection with Rey and Kylo.
that was really
Oh, that was
cool.
so awesome.
I ship Raylo. I don't even care.
I like the
want it.
foxes.
I want them.
I want
sorry.
them. I want them to be the Grey Jedi.
Guys, I'm really happy we got to see a shirtless Kylo.
Oh, dude!
then
Oh, did you
Leo
see I
was
was on
on
the
the
news
news.
today for
I
that.
know.
I was on the news for that. Go to my Instagram, guys. I did the Kylo Ren challenge, and then the New York Eyewitness News, ABC News, did a piece on John Mayer and me. Anyways,
Well, just wait. It's Leo and I were very excited because when we filmed our little Star Wars
Yeah.
fan film,
We thought-
we had no idea where this movie was gonna go.
dude,
so
it
we were
lines up
like,
so good with
It's
this
so
movie.
good.
This movie just enhanced everything we did, like without us even knowing. Anyway, we got to wrap up,
Yeah.
guys. It's been a long episode. We're so grateful that you hung out with us, though. Thanks
Yeah.
for listening to me complain and also praise the last
Real
Jedi.
quick, I know we got to wrap. I just wanted to mention the part that no one's
But do we?
talked about.
Yes.
The beginning of the film, when we see Rose's sister
Right.
on the
Oh, yeah.
bomber, I think that was by far my favorite part.
That was a cool
of the
touch.
whole
That was
movie.
a great part.
Oh, by the way, a lot of people are complaining. Oh, if they're in first of all, don't ever play the physics game with Star Wars. It just will never work. But people are like, well, then how did the bombs fall out if there's zero gravity in space? There's gravity in the ship. You can tell because she falls. Remember when she falls off the ladder?
Well, there's
gravity in the
gravitational
ships.
pulls,
Always.
too,
There's
with
always
all
gravity
of
in the ships. When you let go of the bombs in the gravity, they fall down. Then they exit the ship and they carry the momentum in zero gravity and with no force applied to stop them. That's how the bombs travel in space.
Also, the gravitational
wrap.
pull from the ships that have their gravitational thing on. Also, we didn't talk about what Javier.
The force is always the reason.
What?
Good
Yeah,
call.
Javier Bardem, right? No,
No, Javier Bardem.
What am I thinking? Not.
Oh, Benicio.
But
del Toro.
Benicio. Okay.
DJ is
His
the character's
character, DJ, was so awesome, but then it's like
It's meaningless.
so pointless.
But he represents
No, I
he
think-
represents true chaotic neutral.
No, and it was. I saw a post that was really good where it was like he was there to like show to Finn that yes, like there's whatever. But then Finn made the conscious decision to be like, if you are neutral in situations of evil, then you are siding with the oppressor, basically.
There's a really good phrase. It says, "Oh my God, I can't remember now. It's okay."
And so he's like, "No, I'm going to continue fighting for what I think is right." You know. That was like.
I missed it. That had no impact.
No, I know.
on
I
me.
don't think I got it from the movie. I just got it from Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a line like that in Boondock Saints, or something like, I can't remember the exact wording. Basically, the man who's impartial towards evil acts is supporting the acts of evil themselves. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, that's really all the time we have. Sorry, it was kind of rushed. There's too much to talk about. But
We just came back like a 3-week break, you guys. We missed you. We wanted to talk to you guys. Thanks for tolerating us.
yeah, and again, follow Popcorn Talk on Twitter at Popcorn Talk and on YouTube at
PopcornTalk Network.
it's the Popcorn Talk on Twitter.
Popcorn Talk.
Oh, oops. I'm Sarah Sterling. I'm Sarah Sterling _ on Twitter and Sarah G Sterling on Instagram.
I'm Leo Camacho, and you can follow me everywhere at Mr. Leo Zombie, and continue complaining to me online. I would love it.
Yeah. And I'm Keetin Marchi, and you guys can follow me all over the interwebs at Keetin Marchi.
Yeah, we love you. We'll see you next week, you guys. Happy New Year.
Guys.
And
Happy New Year.
Whole 30. Cool.
Love you. Bye.
Slave Leia.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network. The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.